We got a system that tends to work, and so I'm really happy.
Coaching them in college, what were they like in terms of how they ran and kind of what did you see with their development? I guess.
Well, I mean, similar in many ways. In college, they were both very competitive. Clayton struggled all the time in cross country. He was certainly one of the best runners in the country and would always have a difficult time at the cross country national meet. Yet he won the NCAA championships his senior year in Austin, Texas, which was a good sign coming here to Orlando, because he's able to perform well in the heat. I think humidity wasn't horrible today, but I think that kind of came in handy for him. And then Connor Mantz, everybody who knows Connor knows he's a grinder. He's very uber competitive, great kid, but in college was just like he is now. Grind every workout, and just super happy for both of them today.
Are you looking at some flights already for Paris this summer?
Yeah, well, we didn't want to get too far ahead of us, but yeah, well, that's our next step.
Coach, you there are fit, but it's all execution on race day, right? It's all execution and making it happen, right?
Yeah, I mean, my last words to them this morning in a good luck text was, patience followed by destruction. That's kind of our, be patient early on, especially on a warm day like today. They were to chill over the first bit. Chill, cover, close. Those were the 3 C words I came up with. Chill early on. Don't be in the lead. Connor Mantz sometimes has a hard time not being in the lead. When Zach Panning took the lead early on and was running those paces, I was even thinking, wow, this is pretty fast on a warm day. But I think they were able to chill as much as possible with Zach pulling them through, and it was probably ultimately, obviously, it was a good thing for them. And then cover any moves, and they did that when Zach made his move. He covered the move, and then they closed at the end when they needed to. Probably as much Zach fading a little bit, but at least they maintained over the last little bit. And then one other C word, I guess, celebrate. They were able to celebrate a little bit the last 2 miles. The marathon can be very fickle, so I wasn't relaxed until they had crossed the finish line, because bad things can happen the last 2 miles. But I'm glad they were feeling good enough to celebrate a little bit there at the end and soak it all in.
Connor said when he was choosing BYU, one of the reasons he chose it was because he looked at what you had accomplished. You'd won NCAAs on the track, and then you'd made an Olympic team, and that's what he wanted to do in the marathon. When you were recruiting him, did you think that sort of future was possible for him?
I think when I did the home visit, I may have broken out the Olympic ring and slid it on. It's a little subtle thing, things like that. They don't really fit my fat fingers anymore. But yeah, I mean, we had discussions about that, and obviously when you're recruiting a kid, the talent level of Connor Mantz, that's one of the things that you would kind of advocated. And he had plans of serving a LDS mission, and so he kind of knew that I had done that as well, and had worked for 20 plus years with kids who had done that as well, and was pretty good at getting guys back in shape after they gained their 20 or 30 pounds. I think all those things came into play, and then obviously to have him, win two cross country titles. We didn't ever get one in the track. He tried hard, but he showed that he could cover a very good range, very competitive, and from 1,500 meters, 5,000, 10,000, he's just that competitive. So obviously it was natural that he'd make the move to the marathon, and the best is yet to come still. I mean, his fitness level is great, but a 2-month build rather than a 3-month build, and then part of that build coming after a stress reaction, we dodged a bullet. We dodged a bullet to even get on the line, and so we just need to be careful with them. And but this isn't a big surprise. I mean, I told him after Chicago, I said, okay, we checked that box. Now we need to check the next box. The trials is not the end all. We want to compete in Paris, and the paces, and people have been watching and noting their Stravas or various things that have been filmed. They run very fast. They run very hard. We close our workouts running very fast. Last time I checked, you have to be able to do that to be competitive. And in a world-class marathon or in a championship-style marathon, you got to be able to do that.
Yeah. And Connor won NCAAs, but he was good pretty much from as soon as he got back from his mission. He was top 10.
He was good.
Cross. Whereas
he was very good.
Clayton, he won his final NCAAs in 2019, but he wasn't quite up at the whole time.
Clayton had some difficult. He'd be the first one to tell you that at the national meet, at least in cross country, he struggled.
Yeah.
but the great ending to his story was his last college race. He won it in Austin when we went 1:34 in the 10,000. That was a great day. That the next year, after losing two of those guys, and we won finally our national championship. So success builds on success. It's a great day for BYU. A great day for, these wins go out to the guys that have been in the program for the last 20, 25 years, and build on their shoulders. Many of them were out on the course today, supporting them. If there was another group of guys who had a larger cheering section, I don't know. There were guys in bikes left and right. I go, okay, I don't know you, but I'm glad you're cheering for my guys.
Yeah, and having your athletes go 1-2 in the Olympic marathon trials, I mean, does it get any better than that?
No, this smile is going to be on my face for the next 4 or 5 months. Obviously, my day job is I'm a D1 track and cross country coach. So next week I'm in Seattle. We'll have some really good races there, and we'll have some guys that probably struggle a little bit, but that's just the way it is. I have an amazing life right now, and to be able to work with guys that are in my program, and then to be able to continue with them post-collegiately, and then to have a day like today, I mean, this is going to go down. I mean, it's one of the all-time great days. I mean, obviously, the day I got married, the day my 6 daughters were born, and then days when you get guys on the Olympic team and 2 of them and they go 1-2 with a lot of pressure. That's a good day.
Yeah, February 3rd, 2024. Mark it down. All right.
Thank you.